Hello everyone and welcome to episode 12 of Subnautica Below Zero. I'm gonna go right along like I didn't just do part of an intro with the mic muted and then catch it early enough that it won't be distressing. We are back here in the base, and as of last episode, we had picked up some new base schematics that I didn't mention, I don't think, at the end of the episode, but which I definitely didn't forget about. What I don't know is what is needed to actually construct them, so let's take a quick... My memory is that we looked, and it's not a big deal. Oh, that's right, we got the jump module. I don't know if we're going to need that right now. I feel like we did a lot of on-land exploration really well without that. Also... wouldn't mind that. I can almost afford it just right now. We might put up some more reinforcements because we might need to do that for our base integrity. And hello to Maxine! Maxine, I hope that you had a nice... What the hell's today? Tuesday? Today, Maxine, let me tell you something. Today was a really long Tuesday, so I am glad to be here. Parvin's bed. No, that's none of what I wanted. I was looking for... Nope. Water filtration machine. That's exactly what I was looking for. So let's pin the recipe, and I don't... Well, we should probably do the reinforcements as well, because I might need a whole new room. I also really wouldn't mind having a multi-purpose glass dome in here, specifically. But let's take a look to see this water filtration. So, we definitely know that we need some copper wire, which is here. Before I do this, is there any possibility that I just have some wire? We do tend to find that around every once in a while. Advanced wiring kit. Oh, well, we got this. Okay. So that'll save me the process of building some aerogel. Hello to Jab! Maxine also believes it is Tuesday. We might have to get some additional votes in there. Jab, I hope that you also had a nice day that we're calling Tuesday so far. Yeah, so I don't see any copper wire. I don't have any objection to making some. Jab, by the way, I've really benefited from having your knowledge of sort of like comic book backstory in our Midnight Sun streams. It occurred to me that, like, I think you said a couple things in the most recent episode that I didn't read aloud, but I definitely saw them. I'm trying to think of, like, a specific example. And also, I don't want to give too much away here on an unrelated stream, but it's been very helpful. I want a internal module, right? And then... Hold on, am I just not seeing it? Miscellaneous. No? There it is. So what I'm trying to do is, like, is there a place that this snaps in, or does it... Wait, hold on. So it does want to go against a wall, it looks like. So I might wind up moving some of these grow beds, but let's, before we get there, let's just see if, like, it does have to be in a room, right? We can't put it into, like, the moon pool. I'm just looking to see if it snaps up against the wall anywhere. It's not going to go in the sea truck dock for sure. Okay. We might, and I do stress might, be able to find a position for it upstairs in the reactor room. Just any place would be okay. If it's got to be, you know, down here, but I'm hoping that, like, this wall over here, for example. Yeah, just like that. Oh, that'd be perfect. Yeah, I don't think I want it there. We've got some plants over there. I feel like that's pretty good, or is this better? I think that's better because it's not blocked by any, like, window or anything. If this is obtrusive, we'll move it later. Okay, look, our base strength is still 10. Something about Tony not liking magic. Yeah, that was an example of one of the things that I definitely saw and may not have Read aloud, but I thought I did get that one. So this just works now, right? I'm just looking at our power. Power does seem to be going down slowly. If we feed the reactor, it'll be okay. We'd probably feed the reactor some nuts or just fish. Let's just go outside and get some fish. Yeah, these featherfish are great for reactor fuel. The peepers are really good for robin fuel. Okay. Wow, that actually, we've gone faster than I was anticipating. I thought that was going to take a little bit longer. I'm not sure that I like it up here. The alternative would be down here, but here's the issue. We'd have to, like, unbuild a lot of this stuff. There's no particular reason to have the aquarium here. I could easily move that upstairs. The aquarium could go actually right against that wall. Over there would be perfect. Oh, it generates salt as well, does it? I think the original game might have done that too, and I forgot all about it. And then the other thing we'd have to do is move that grow bed, which that's the bummer. I really don't want to do that. So I think we're just gonna pipe right along as it is. Let's put some fuel in the reactor. Oh, darn it. I would have saved that Arctic peeper. Okay, and now I'm just looking at the power. It's kind of going up. 173, 172. Okay, it is eventually going up. Yeah. The addition of that new module, the water filtration plant, is causing the base a little bit of challenge. I don't know if it's worth trying to set up another thermal plant. I'm also not sure where the next closest thermal plant would be. Featherfish. I think the featherfish are definitely designed to kind of resemble bladderfish from a distance until you notice that they're sort of like flapping around. So we could put a thermal vent right next to one of these things, but yeah, I know it's not very hot. The thing is, we only need a little bit of power. So before we commit to anything, and the power is going up, it's just that this means that we have to fuel the reactor at all times, whereas before it was like a happy extra. You know, the next time that we have to charge the vehicles, we're going to lose power for sure, so I'm sort of planning ahead. We're rather too deep to go to solar power. So we're at 22 degrees Celsius out here. And that's hotter, I guess, 35. It is warmer. Let's go back down here. And if we could get a second thermal plant down there, that would probably do us up real good. Let's see if we can do that. Like, we don't necessarily need to worry about finding a second thermal vent. We just need to get another thermal generator down there. Sorry, until I've got all the ultra-filtered water that I want. Besides, if you look down at the bottom left, I'm feeling a bit peckish. Nope. Sorry, I'm going to go over here. And food and water. Nope, let's do the cooked featherfish. You know, when I power up the generator in this base, I'm not accustomed to it continuing to drop. Not drop, but sort of idle well below 1/4 full power. So let's take a quick look. I don't think we need that or that up there anymore. Let's take a look for the thermal generator, which is right here. Magnetite and aerogel, which I know that we have the parts for aerogel. It's just gonna remember what it is. Spiral plants and gel. Oh, wow, I am actually low on gel sacks. We're gonna have to get some more of those, I guess. We'll grab a ruby. So there's our aerogel. Magnetite and titanium. Magnetite is in our nickel. We have spent very, very little nickel, I'm just now realizing. Alright, and the power source is coming from over here. Now, if we need a new power transmitter or something else, you know, so be it. Let's get... Whoops, that's not right. 1... Darn it. Okay, hold on. I don't have a readout of how hot it is down here, but as we saw last time, I'm gonna go with hot enough. So we can't... Oh, how about right there? How about right there? Shit! No! No! Oh my god! Look at my health. Okay, nope, I'm not going back in there. It is not worth it. Not, I mean, I'm gonna come back and finish the build, but not until I have a lot more health. Jab is saying, of what are you streaming presently? I think I like Midnight Suns the most. This second, I don't care for Wildersmith at all. No worries. Everybody has the games that they are... That's one of the reasons why I like streaming, you know, a few different things. Okay, I need a knife. Yeah. Okay. I've got the inventory space. So I think I need 2 of these. And then we're gonna go make a medikit. And yes, I might come back for another, but my character got severely burned. It was the health knockoff was way faster than I thought it was gonna be. I'm sorry, what am I looking for? Fiber mesh. You guys, I am expecting a call, so please forgive me for 1 second. All right, sorry about that. I was waiting for... I would have actually started streaming earlier, but I was waiting for that exact call. Hold on 1 second. And now... It's in, and we're all set. Just double-checking that I did unmute the mic. I still wanted a... You could tell it wasn't going to be very long, because I didn't even... And I actually had one already. That is not a problem. Okay, so we're back up to 100%. Now, let's see if we can finish the build. I am going to save it, but I just want to be clear that if I die, I die. I know them's big words, but... Boy, the bladderfish, they're always around when you don't need them right at this exact instant. But yeah, one of the reasons that I like it for a very, very long time, I would stream a single game to the, you know, general exclusion of anything else until it was done, and then I would move on to something else. And both because, hold on, I just really want to continue. Nope, just build the thing. Okay. Is that connected to anything? It doesn't outwardly appear to be, in that I don't see any blue lines, but we've got an easy way to check. Let's just go see if our base is drawing more power, and or if the storage is up. If not, what we'll do is get ourselves a new power transmitter, and I think that that will get everything connected up the way that it should be.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
No. So you can see that we're still at 750 points of power. So not a big deal. Let's find that gold and titanium. Gold. The thing that, I mean, you know what? Let's grab 2 just in case I need it. If I'm going along and I'm enjoying, like, a particular game, and there's a longtime regular who, like, that game just doesn't speak to, so they're not around for that series, understood. You know, not every game is going to appeal to every person, and that's just how it goes sometimes. What would bum me out is if, like, a regular, you know, due to the length of time that a particular game took, then somebody like you, Jab, or Caroluna, or somebody else just was like, oh yeah, remember that guy? What was his name? Angel somebody? I wonder whatever happened to that guy. Yeah, he started playing that one game that I didn't like, and then I just forgot to ever check back. Because that also could absolutely happen. Okay, so now I'm gonna say that tentatively we don't need this one anymore. This one doesn't appear to be connected to anything. And now both of those generators are hooked up. I really dislike the way that they look, just sort of like floating above that magma pool, but whatever. And sometimes you'll encounter somebody who stops by for a particular game. I remember that when we were playing, and no spoilers here at all, when we were playing Red Dead Redemption 2, there was one viewer who, I don't know that I ever saw them in a live episode, but I believe they were watching the VODs, and then if I had a question about something, or like was just a little bit backwards on how one of the game systems worked, they would send a private message. It was always extremely respectful, never anything spoilery. Oh, and by the way, like you can see up at the top now, I think the generator's still cooking. Let's look. But we're definitely hooked up, because now the power is at 1,000 instead of 750. Yeah, so, oops. Did this produce some salt? Oh yeah, salt and water. Okay, well, so it does, it does feel like we're gonna have to keep the reactor fired most of the time. Let's put in our featherfish. All right. And I'm gonna say that even though our, even though our need for it has gone down, we're gonna restock on, well, I'm gonna take maybe 1 bladderfish. And that peeper looks really delicious. But yeah, after Red Dead was done, you know, that was sort of the game that that person was interested in, and, you know, didn't hear from him so much after that. And that's fine, you know, that's the way that it goes. But there's always a little bit of sadness there, because at least for a while, somebody was hanging out and you look forward to hearing from them, and then hey, the game changes, they move on to like the next person who's playing that game or whatever. I am really glad that folks like Drienne, for example, continue to hang around after I finished playing like the Walking Dead games and stuff. Because at first I thought, oh, Drienne really, really loves Walking Dead. I wonder if they're gonna, you know, be around after that. And yeah, they've gone on to be a long-standing member of the community, and also introduced a lot of their community people into this one. So it's been great all around. Marquack, hello to Marquack, wasn't a fan of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so that was mostly me listening to the stream or chatting rather than worrying about the action on screen. I do like, Angel, that you have a variety of games on the go to keep the stream varied. Thank you very much, Marquack. And hello to Ronan, who simply says, sir. Ronan, I hope you had a nice Tuesday. And... okay, so reactors fed. I've got a little bit of extra water, which I'll probably go make into a bottle right now. If you guys are just joining, we have created the desalinization plant, and that is taking up a little bit of extra power. So we did put down another thermal plant. I can't say that it made quite the difference I was hoping for, but it's better than nothing. And yeah, I'll just have that. Okay. I would love to be topped off on food, and then we've really got a big project. I sort of went through that stuff faster than I was expecting to. Oh, yeah, peeper. Perfect. You know what? Let's grab the other 2 peepers out of here. Well, I don't really want to put them in there. Yeah, let's put the 2 peepers in here, and then I'm going to eat the 3rd. And the pangolin can continue to live in the aquarium for as long as it cares to. Ronan is playing some Fire Emblem. I'm in a good mood. Is that Fire Emblem Engage, Ronan? And if so, or even if not, how are you enjoying it? So, I don't think that I have a salt container, although I do have some salt in here. And yeah, in the balance, we don't need to have that gold anymore, or this titanium. Okay, now we've got an issue, and I'm gonna save it again real quick. I don't know where to go to advance the story. I need, as far as I know, this. Architect organs. I spent all of last episode trying to go where I thought I should go and didn't find it. So let me just... I want to look back through some of the things that Alan has said. Who knows how long it's been? Let's look for anything that Alan has like talked about and see if we have any hints at all into where the body is. I don't know how long this is going to take. Ronan is having some good times. Markrex says your control streams were a real pleasure because I was terrible at the game, so I could enjoy all the crazy fiction in the world vicariously through you. That was one I would watch live and VOD on any streams that I missed. And that's awesome. Markwack. Jab hasn't played anything in days. In a reading mood this week. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, and Mark, what you're saying about like Valhalla, it's the really long games. Those are the ones where I'm concerned that if it's just all that game all the time, people that aren't really interested in that one will go, which is always fine, but then they'll like not come back. They're like, oh yeah, remember that guy? Oh yeah, it's just, and then they sort of like get out, and that's okay. But if I can find a variety of things that I'm enjoying and also, you know, people like you are enjoying, that's ideal. Okay, unidentified woman. Robin. Yeah, that's what's Marguerite. That's when we built a, yeah, builder tool, scanner room, PDA, more PDA. Okay, here's the first time that we interacted with Alan. Yep, he got into Robin's brain. How long have been stored here? Yeah, hold on. Because we're not going to listen to these. I'm just looking to see if there's... Alan identifies himself as an architect, the precursor race. You will need to find the necessary components. It's unclear. I've been disconnected from my network so long I cannot locate the coordinates. Robin, frustrated reaction. Grow bed, rebreather. Important technology. So important technology, I think, is different than a part of my body. So I don't feel like we need to do that. I may regain some of my connection to the network piece by piece. This is where he's talking about being part of a cohesive whole. Important artifact. It will share its coordinates so that you can go to it. But the trouble is it doesn't...
I have been able to sense the location of an important artifact. I will share its coordinates so you can look into it.
I think Patikin just raided over. Hold on just 1 second. Let's pause real quick. Patikin, thank you so much for the raid. How was Tinykin today? As I scroll by. Yes. Hello to Innertooth. I think Maxine was already with us. Hello to Moo, who currently has a color that is different and yet distinct from Patikin. And also Innertooth is saying that the Tinykin are tiny. Has anybody called them Petinykin? Because that's what every single episode should be named. Patikin is saying that it is a very chill game. And when you, like, I didn't recognize it by name, but it's basically like Pikmin, right? It looks very Pikmin-ish. What we're doing is we're trying to find in the logs any hint at all about where architect organs are. On day 28, he said an important artifact, but honestly, who knows? Another site found. Perhaps its data will tell me something useful. Location of a component. Okay, so here's day 31. The trouble is, I have no idea. So, okay, hold on. I need to make a note here. So on day 31, we know there's 3 components to the body. So I'm just making a note here with this pen that doesn't work. Day 31, 1, oh my god. So day 31, we had 1 here, right here.
I have collected enough data to extrapolate the location of a component necessary to assemble my body. I will provide a signal.
I have literally no idea which of the things that he lit up would be that particular item, but he did give us an item of 1. I'm looking for 3, because if he gave us 3, then that means that I missed it somewhere. Fallible inferior bodies. My body's my own and I cherish it. Okay, I don't see anything here. Here's the prawn suit. Another artifact. Right, just an artifact. An important item belonging to my people. Data that might help with the construction of a new storage medium. Okay, now storage medium is what he's calling his body. So we've got our second clue on day 47. Because of course it would be the number 47. Oh god, this pen. I don't think it's the pen. I think it's actually the paper. Day 47, day 31. This is awful. How? 47. This is terrible. All right. People's technology. A body component is nearby. Now, that might have been the same piece of body. Because it was only the next day. But we'll put 47. I cannot continue to write on this paper. Let me find any other one. 31. There we go. 47 and 48. Now, I'm not going to have any knowledge at all of, like, what even stream it was when I was day 48. Here's Marguerite. Here's a lot more Marguerite. Artifact contains traces of information about my people. Useful information. And then day 59. Okay, day 59. Visualize a location where we may find an important component. The image is hazy, but I'm sure it's correct. A stark surface landscape, dangerously curved spires stretch to the sky. Hold on. I know where that is. Those are the witch hats, aren't they?
I can visualize a location where we may find an important component for my body. The image is hazy, but I am sure it is correct. A stark surface landscape, dangerously cold. Curved spires stretch to the sky. Okay,
well, I guess that's it. That's our best clue. Because, and I might be wrong. Oh, hold on. That was the sound of the desalinator working. As far as I remember, I found 2 pieces of Alan's body, and I don't remember either of them being on the surface. Now, I will... Hold on a second. Salt. Alright, let's swap out... Okay, we're gonna put that battery in there. And I'm going to bring you know, we've got some nice waters. Particularly saying that it is sort of like, what's it called? Nutrient block. Do I have more than one nutrient block? I do. Let's just grab an extra nutrient block for nutrient's sake. And... there's nothing in there I want to eat. I just want like a little snack to top us off. And then, yeah, we're going to have to go back to the surface area. I would love it if Samalander was here. And I'll tell you exactly why. If Samalander were here, I would ask him, I am looking for the organs, the architect organs. I'm about to go back up to the surface area where we spent almost the entire last episode to see if I can find the architect organs there. Is that a bad use of my time? And if he would answer yes, then that would save us a fruitless trip to an area that I spent really several hours. But the thing is, I wasn't looking for architect organs at the time. So that's why I think that we might have some extra success. I feel like that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna feed the reactor before we go. I am a little bit convinced that what we're gonna do is come back and find the lights out. Which we'll have ways around, but it doesn't mean it's not gonna be kind of disappointing. I like coming home to a nice, warm, dry aqua base, not one where it's all dark and cold. Okay, let's put all of those in there, and that's it. That's everything I got. Let's swap out. We're going to give ourselves the flashlight and the repair tool, and that seems like a good amount of gear to go. Come on. Come on. Climb down. There we go. Maxine is taking off. Maxine, have a great evening. I hope that you are able to sleep well and have a nice entry into your Wednesday. The week, man, has already been so much. Let's just take a quick look. Moo says Angel sitting on a computer where he could type it, stressing over a non-functional pen and paper. So that's a good point. I probably could, like, you know, like type it into Notepad or something, but I'm always a little hesitant to Alt-tab out of things. Okay, that all looks fine. Okay, let's grab the Sunalander. Into the thing, it's already Wednesday here. And hello to the Fox fam! Fox fam, I really enjoyed getting to watch your stream yesterday, and the special cameo from Little Kit. That was very cool. Looks happy and healthy and doing very well. Alright, let's get the Mia suit. Okay. Now, the only thing we have left to do is actually decide exactly where it is that we're going. I spent all of last episode there, so even if I might scroll past it... It was Phi Robotics, right? Relatively sure. Did we go to both of these? I don't think I would have deselected them. I was very specifically keeping them selected. Artifact, artifact. Well, hold on. Body cache. I hope we did that one. Well, let's continue on with where I think we're going, so... Ow. Foxham is also saying hello to everybody. I'm equipping our anti-jerk defense. Also, Marquack, I did get a chance to see the fact that McMaster... Was it... Maybe it wasn't last night. You had mentioned that he had streamed some Hitman, and I know that I stopped by his channel, and I saw that, yeah, he streamed, what was it, like, the day before yesterday or something? And then also about, like, 8 days ago. Okay, I've already taken 14 points of damage. And I saw that at least one of his streams noted, like, hey, there's going to be at least one extended break. So I hope he's doing okay. Yeah, not Wednesday here yet, fortunately. Alright, so this is about the time that I'm going to start looking for a way to get ashore. If the curving arches up to the sky, whatever it is that Alan said, what was that? Day 59? Hold on, I'm actually going to look back at it again. Stark surface landscape, dangerously cold, curved spires stretch to the sky. If that's not the witch hut, the witch helmet place, witch hat place, I don't know what else Alan could be describing. Mark says, I think the family commitments have taken a large portion of his free time at late. And the thing is, I know that, you know, McMaster shared a little bit about the family situation. The time that he puts in right now is... I think McMaster is doing the absolute best by himself and his family, and see, I really hate it when it comes out like weird and crooked. Okay, hopefully that's good enough. I am going to repair it before we pop out. Do we think that I am... Yeah, this is close enough. Okay, as far as I know, yep, we took some dings here in the caboose. And the prawn suit? Prawn suit is 97%. Okay. So whether or not this is the best way to get to that place, I'm not sure. But there's the bridge. So forgive me for not necessarily remembering if what I'm looking for is across the bridge or not. But let's go across the bridge. I feel like it was, and this is not going to be the fastest way. And as we're on this excursion, I do want to note, like, I am interested in making forward progress in Subnautica. I'm not looking up where to go and what to do yet, because I do feel like we've got some leads to follow up on. If I absolutely can't find it, then we might do some yes/no questions with chat, and if that doesn't prove fruitful, then we can always look it up later. That's the way that I think about it. And I'm sorry, I don't think that I said hello to Solid Chrome Hickey. Hickey, I hope that you had a nice Tuesday as well. Hickey is one of the lead characters in this particular campaign of Wildermyth, and had some big story developments in the most recent episode, which is all I'm really going to say about it for anybody that didn't yet get a chance to see it. Okay, big arching spires up to the sky. So now the problem is, where the hell do you look? And that's a rhetorical question. Should I try to go down there? Sure, let's give it a shot. Ronan saying the enemies aren't playing in the new Fire Emblem. I actually feel like I can lose people in this one, unlike in Three Houses. Curious, Ronan, did you play Three Houses on normal or on hard? Because I think I've shared this, but normal in Three Houses does not feel tuned to be a challenge. It encourages, well, at least it allows over leveling to a pretty dramatic degree, at which point I felt like I can't possibly be meant to use the repulsor cannon on this, can I? Hopefully not. At which point, like when you get a little bit over leveled, or a lot of it over leveled in Three Houses, you just, any semblance of balance seems, stops being there, and all of a sudden you've got like flying units going up against archers that, should be a hard counter, and just completely wrecking them. Thank you for the follow to Golden Wolf VT. Hard. They added some harder difficulties later, I believe. Says Ronan. Okay, so this leads back out to the surface. The Mia suit is right over there. Let's continue to search the caves. Oh, and you know what? Hold on. Let me turn on body cache. Body cache is somewhere else, is it? Yeah, so body cache is very far away. Body cache might be where we have to bring all the components to actually build an architect body. Or it could be something else altogether. It could be a location where we already found, like, the tissue or the skeleton.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Okay, so we just learned that the Tremors worm is named Weather. Okay. This looks like it's just a... Oh, boy. Well, so that goes back up to the surface. So what I have to remember is that when I come back down this... back through this tunnel, I want to go to the left. Yeah, this is just a dead end. Is this all silver? If I find gold, I might pick that up. Having the architect piece in the tunnels would make sense, given the fact that there's been all manner of technology and stuff for dealing with worms, but there hasn't been very much call to hang out in the wormy areas. Copper ore. And this just goes back upstairs. So, if it's in the tunnels, I'm not finding it so far. There is an architect sort of like bit of technology over there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
By the way, Marquack, I don't know if you're gonna get it, but just out of curiosity, any updates on the cats that you helped to rescue and get over to the Humane Society? Okay, well, that gets us full back up on food and such. Curved spires up to the sky. Golden Wolf says 3 Houses was fun, but when the other universe stuff added, it dulled my enjoyment. However, Engage is supposed to be different, luckily. Yeah, the one and only thing I know about Engage... Have I visited this? I feel like I must have. I know a couple things about Engage. I know a little bit about the Engage system, like as a gameplay mechanic, because I've seen some coverage of that. And it really does visually look dramatically better than 3 Houses. I'm not, this comes up from time to time. I'm not somebody who gauges a game's quality by its visuals first, but it is easy to look at 3 Houses, a game that I liked, and I enjoyed it both mechanically and story-wise and visually quite a lot. And then you look at Engage and just, Engage is operating on a whole different... It looks like a lot of their time and attention went into improving the combat effects and stuff. And Digital Foundry actually did a rundown and said it runs better too. Clearly, I don't think this is going to go well for me. Clearly, a lot of their attention was on optimization. It looks more toony, says Golden Wolf. Colorful. Ronan saying it absolutely does run better. Mark White is saying the second one is having... Oh, the second cat is having a rough... Oh, hold on. Mark White actually put in a link. And due to the way, just so that everybody knows, the link that Mark White put in, the friendly one is up for adoption already. Due to the way that the link truncated, you'd want to copy and paste the whole thing. If you just click on it, it doesn't look like it's going to go the whole way. Twitch sometimes accidentally cuts off part of the hyperlink if there's like a comma or something in there. Let me just pop out and make sure. I'm pretty sure that I've already looked at this. Okay. Yeah, these cables are frequently a precursor for finding precursor parts, sites, and stuff. Golden Wolf is saying you can't click it. What is it in that sentence? Is it the cable? So I'm pretty sure that I had tried it earlier, but I figured... Figured I'd give it another shot. Let me look up here. Oh, yeah, the copy paste. Yeah, try manually selecting the whole thing and then Control-C and Control-V, and that should work. Yeah, Mark Quack is a dedicated animal friend, and the link that he's put up would be a valid link to information about the adoption availabilities for the friendly cat. I don't feel like there's anything up there that we need. It does look like a storm is rolling in. Come on, get up. Okay. We've been through a lot of these tunnels before. The reason I'm researching them is that, you know, if I was to be architect organs, I might be someplace that other visitors might not immediately... Yeah, these are just the same tunnels we were in earlier, except at the time I didn't have a way in here with the Mia suit. Yeah, this is... I don't think I can jump up here. Underwater, the Mia suit has a lot of mobility. No. Alright. Yeah, we'll walk our way out of here. After this, I could check the drawing map. The drawn map is where I was trying to get to with that. I could check the drawn map. Come on. To see if there's any hints at all, but I'm pretty sure that the drawn map focuses on the other side of the bridge, everything on that other side. Let's look. Yeah, all I see are pangling sites. I spent a lot of time looking at this map, and I don't see anything that sort of hints at the existence of like an architect precursor place, and we're on like the southern part of the bridge in that map. Like right now we're across the bridge, curved spires leading up to the sky. If that's not these witch hats, man, I don't know. I like how you act as a TTS turned tabletop strategy. Is that what's TTS? I feel like tabletop strategy. A desolate surface landscape, very cold, with towering spires reaching up into the sky. Oh, text-to-speech. How many have I been in now? No. Nope. Oh, right. This is actually the, Samlander said that the ion cubes might actually regenerate. Well, we've been up for a while and haven't seen any new icon cubes showing up. Ion cubes. Did I say icon? Golden Wolf is asking if I want help. So, Golden Wolf, usually when I get stuck in a game, rather than having the answer given outright, it is helpful for me to have some... You know, what I like to do is ask some questions to help narrow it down. So, rather than answering outright, I have a specific yes-no question. I am looking, as far as I know, I'm looking for architect organs. I am currently in this area of the map. It's near Phi Robotics. It's across the hydraulic bridge, and I'm in this area with what I call the witch hats, a desolate open landscape, cold landscape with spires reaching up to the sky. Am I currently in the right place to be looking for, like, the right region or area? Am I on the right track for trying to find architect organs? Inner Truth is saying you should go right for that now. Not done if he doesn't ask. Says Inner Tooth. Right for that now. Yeah, what would help me, I think, is having a sense on if I'm at least thinking in the right direction. Like, if it's... Boy, this guy sucks. If I'm way off and just, like, completely spinning my wheels for no purpose, then that would be helpful to know. If I'm on the right track and maybe at the wrong part of the world, then additional yes/no questions may expose that. Okay, let's go into that cave that we saw on the way up. And if I'm super duper close, but just need to keep looking, even just having that additional hint would be helpful. Like, don't do it if Angel doesn't ask, but he does ask, give hints. Yeah, so that's my current question. Like, this doesn't seem like where spires go up to the sky. I could go look up there, but if the, like, this is far enough away from where giant spires reach up to the sky that I mean, let's go look, I guess. Pretty sure I've looked up here at some point. Energy says you're cold, or that might just be the place. Hold on. Oh, but then also says that he has no idea what I'm looking for. Yeah, as far as I know, we're looking for architect organs to scan, and here's why I think that. We found the skeleton by scanning the skeleton of another architect, and we found the tissues by scanning the preserved body of another architect. These things lead me to believe that the third part that I need will be another architect that... Hold on, this might be something. I don't remember this at all. I've been through a portal. I guess if this one leads back to the... like the smashed ice base, then I have been through here. But before we get weird, let's just save it. Yeah, I feel like I've definitely been here before. Yeah, this is exactly where I thought it was going to be, which is very far away from the Mia suit. Almost a kilometer. Is there any reason that it would, like, highlight me coming back here? Oh, well, there's a bunch of stuff back there. Hold on. So... if I did have the Mia suit here, I should be able to lift this box up out of the way. I don't know if that's going to lead me to architect organs, but... also, this feels like a super long way away from... where there's high spires leading up to the sky. Let me just remember, this is the robotics base, isn't it? There's going to be a sign right out here. Yeah, robotics center. Also, Golden Wolf VT is saying dark square wet. I don't have any idea what that means. Dark square wet. Alright, I don't see anything. I guess I could pick up this titanium that I threw away at some point. Yeah, I've definitely been through here. Alright. Oh, well. Free med kit. Golden Wolf is saying, sorry, my mind isn't made for riddles. Yeah, neither is mine. A lot of times if I, like, solve a riddle in a video game, it's because it was multiple choice and at least two... Oh, look at that! That's the map that we were following forever. Did I transcribe that or scan it? How did I put that into my log? I must have scanned it a really long time ago and forgotten about it. I had absolutely no memory of where it had come from. Yeah, that just goes back in there. Okay. So with the propulsion cannon, I think I can pick that up and move it, and then we can go look in there. The problem is that it really doesn't feel like it lines up with the clues. And that's all that there is up here. So, whoops, hold on, I don't want that snow. The way I feel about snow, if we really need some, I feel like we'll be able to find it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, that was extremely damaging to the Mia suit. Let me just make sure that we're not currently being eaten by a Tremors worm, and we're gonna pop out, take some damage, and just fix it up. Back in the Spire territory? Not yet. Also, I've sort of like lost track of where they are relative to where I am. I very much left that territory because I was going exploring. Okay, so here's the greenhouse. I searched the greenhouse items and didn't find anything. Well, sorry, I found a lore dump about the greenhouse, but nothing else beyond that. So let's look around in the tunnels. Okay, so let's try this for a... Okay, well, this is hold on Spire adjacent. Let me look around in here. Here's a question that I would start for a yes, no. The architect organs, are they going to be found above the water surface in like the snowy landscape? I don't mean in a dry area, because the last two were found in the dry area. That's where the, you know, they were in sort of like precursor wreckage sites. I mean specifically above water in like the glacial basin or a similar area. That would be helpful to know if I'm even remotely on the right track. And this doesn't go anywhere that I see. So many caves. So, Golden Wolf is saying that the organs are not in an above-water snowy place. So I should probably just go then. The only thing I don't understand is what did he mean by a part of my body? Well, hold on. Let's not get eaten by the worm while I read my diary. All right. Let's maybe park here for a second. I can visualize where we may find an important component for my body. The image is hazy, but I'm sure it's correct. A stark surface landscape, dangerously cold, curved spires stretch to the sky. I mean, so hypothetically, if that was either the skeleton or the tissues, I suppose it could be. I thought I found both of those sort of more underwater. Oh, and look at that. The very next day, I was at the Phi Robotics Center. So Alan and Robin then have a conversation about efficiency and personal individuality. Something of significance beyond this bridge. It was important to Altura, but more important to me. So, beyond this bridge. I am on the correct side of the bridge to find something, but did I already find it? Because it's definitely pointing across the bridge. Okay, we did the test override module. Leviathan class creature. Yeah, this is... We did the hollow chamber. We got the cold suit. Satellites down. That's when we put in the test module. We interact with Marguerite. Oh, gosh darn it. I know the large crystal formations, but I don't know if we found the thing that he's talking about here. We could go down and do some more exploration among the large crystal formations. Yeah, that's just sort of a conversation between them. Vent garden, hybrid technology, rising temperatures. We found the Mercury 2, or the bow of the ship. Okay, so day 115 was where we found the skeleton. And based on where we were on day 114, I'm pretty sure that that was deep underwater. Yeah, specifically, I think I remember that. The skeleton is... Yes. Okay, so I remember that. I remember the sanctuary. God, that is more recent than I thought it was. That's when we found the tether tool. Day 119, the ravenous creatures tunneling between the ice. Architect data pattern. So this was above water. And then here's the tissues. Okay, so I guess I did find the tissues above water. Okay. And this is getting very recent now. That's where we found the pictures. So I think I have to go down to the Crystal Caves. Unless the Crystal Caves was where the sanctuary was. Yeah, this is super recent. Then we found the cure. Sam's necklace, sister's death, and then day 135. So sorry, I just want to find the skeleton part again. I mean, I could have been above ground, but this really feels like when I was deep under. So do I go back to the crystal cave? I'm gonna go back to the crystal cave. I don't remember when I was building the crystal cave, but yeah, let's head back. Because from what I can tell, based on, like, the time and the sorts of things that I were doing on those days, and we might as well, like, pick up some stuff. Oh, that's not going to be helpful. Yeah. I do tend to use a lot of copper, especially if I'm putting up signs everywhere, because that takes, what, like 2 coppers to make signs inside the base? If I could walk through the architect portal with the Mia suit, we'd get much closer. Like, we'd basically go all the way back all at once, but we don't have access to that. Now, we do have a base down in the Crystal Caves. We do have a scanner room also. But I don't think that it has a lot of range upgrades, so maybe... I could be wrong about that, but maybe we'll bring the parts for some range upgrades while we're there. Hello to Moo! Oh, sorry, we already said hello to Moo. Moo is hearting signs. And Innertooth is lurking. It's night for me. See you today. Innertooth, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for your Ostrich stream earlier. I feel like that game is pretty neat. I keep forgetting to check if it's early access or not, but I'm enjoying your episodes of it for sure. Okay, now we're back to the bridge. Yeah, as Samlander pointed out, that I don't think of Subnautica as being like Ori in the Blind Forest, where if I took 48 hours off from playing it, whatever skills I had started to develop would atrophy away into nothing, and I'd just get completely ruined by the game. And it got pretty ruined anyway, but there are, like, story elements of it that I don't know are particularly designed to be played days apart, or sometimes even just like once a week, which is how the schedule's been. So let's set a new course. We're going to off-check... No, not that one. We're going to off-check that one. And then, yeah, actually, camera 2 should lead us to the one that we're looking for. Look at that. Have a peeper. Innertooth is saying that it's good, but still early access. It's not finished, but yes, is going to sleep. Yes, have a great evening. Wow. Hey, buddy, come into my aquarium. It's fun. Gotta paint free fish food on the side of my sea truck. Golden Wolf was saying Subnautica was built entirely with the players in mind. Yeah, there were times in the first game where I got a little stuck, but there was a general sense of progression in the first Subnautica where the answer to most questions was go deeper. This game seems to have a much more thoughtful approach to how it's going to unfold and the story stuff, because it includes a lot more above water stuff, and there are elements of it that feel like they can progress in a more non-linear way. That's not to say that the first Subnautica was completely linear, but this one feels a little bit more freeform. Like, for example, we came back to the crash site in order to find some damn thing. Now I'm forgetting, but like last episode I was like, oh, this is back at the crash site, and then we went a little bit beyond that and found like base 0. I think it was Camp 0, whatever it was called. Now I might be wrong, but I don't think there was anything about Camp 0 that I couldn't have found 15 minutes into the game if I had just chosen a different direction to go. So I like the fact that, like, there's a version of this game, I think, and I might be wrong, but a version of this game where I've had the desalinization plant the entire time that I've been playing, and instead it was unlocked pretty late in the process. Dr. Askar is saying, drink water, drink water, drink water. The good news is I do have plenty of water, so I will be drinking as we get a little bit thirstier. Most of my waters right now are super high quality ones, so I am hoping that we scoop up some bladderfish on the way. Well, I'm just making sure that we're still headed in the right direction-ish. Oh, and hello to Brian! Brian, I hope that you're doing okay. Having a nice Tuesday. I had, so today was the textbook definition of a very long day that was also extremely productive, I think. We're gonna find out as always, but yeah, sometimes you'll have a day that feels a little bit on the, on the busy or stressful side, and at the end of it, you're like, what did I even do today? What's it all about? I didn't get anything done. This was not one of those days. This was a day where I look back and say, man, for better or worse, a lot of stuff happened, and there was a lot of good progress. So I'm not really right above it, but you know what? I think there's another... Hold on. I think there's another beacon that we dropped that points in the right direction. I don't know what all this sound is. Kyanite and spiral plants? Is that possible? That's what I'm looking for? Yep. Okay, that's going to be our path in, I think. Yeah, Dr. Eskar, I hope that you are having a great Tuesday. Golden Wolf says, there were Easter eggs in the first, but the first was also many years before Below Zero. All right, this is looking more like how we might get down. And Moo is saying Angel likes to run that water meter down into the red. I do have... You guys are probably not wrong. Let's just see what we've got. Nah. That's my disappointed in the amount of bladderfish I have sound. Alright, well that helps a little bit. I could have this filtered water, and that brings us back up to 50. That's enough. So, I'm looking for down there, somehow. Bladderfish, get into my aquarium. How do I trick this guy into getting into my aquarium? Well, not that way. This is where I want to be, I think. Brian says he needs an option on a mini computer, yes or no. Well, Brian, I would say that that depends a tremendous amount on what you want to use it for. It's not that you can't game on a mini computer, but it is rarely going to be as expandable and customizable as a more fully featured box. It's going to have more space for like better components and better cooling and stuff like that. But if what you're looking for is something that's going to be productivity focused, well, even then, mini computers, not often the best. Again, nothing's impossible, but not often the best for... Oh, that's a gel sack. Hold on, I'm out of gel sacks, so we gotta take a quick look around. Okay, the fuck? Did I park on top of a vent and I'm taking heat damage from inside the sea truck? I'm not sure that I'd want to do high-end video editing on a little mini computer. But if I were looking for a job, wanting to update my resume, browse the internet, make posts to Twitter, Facebook, stuff of that nature, I think a mini computer would be ideal for that and probably pretty inexpensive. Oh, that is not a gel sack. Also, Jab is saying if you're not gaming, you can't beat the Mac Mini. I will say that I have, there's been conversations about picking up a Mac specifically for video editing stuff. I've always done... Are we cooking the Mia suit? Hold on a second. Did I park the Mia suit right over the thermal vent? Did not mean to do that. The issue with the... Yes, large crystal formations. The issue with video editing on the PC is that my software of choice, the one that we've always used, both of us here, has always been... Sorry, I'm failing at language right now. Adobe Premiere. And like so many bits of software lately, you can now subscribe to Adobe products, but I'm not even sure it's possible to buy them outright. And that is extremely irritating because I don't want to rent Adobe. I want to pay a price and then have access to it for as long as I want to use it. Moo, thank you very much for the clip. Brian says to save my money for a gaming PC. Brian, if what you're looking for is gaming, I would not go with a mini PC. I'm not saying that it's... again, there's...
Production offline.
Titanium, gold, locker, copper. Okay, let's put away some of our copper. Let's put away some of our titanium. I don't know that I've got a silver one, but we could make this into a silver one. And then I've got some gel sacks, which I actually want to bring back with me. But what we need is some fish to feed our reactor. Yeah, the road to save up for the thing that will actually do everything you want, that can feel long. And sometimes you'll be like, but this might be good enough and I can afford it right now, and then at least I'll have something. In my experience, because I've taken that path on occasion, I've never wound up content with what I had. It's always been... This is limiting, and now I've spent a bunch of money, and now I feel obligated to find some way to make this work, and it just isn't going to, and it always feels like a ineffectual half measure that would have been better not taken, and, you know, just save up for the thing that I actually want. Jab is saying, for productivity, the Mac Mini is a nice piece of kit. And hold on, I do want to read what all right, that's going to keep the lights on for a while.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
No! Shoot, I didn't mean to cook that. Did I get more than one? All right. Let's have a refreshing drink and then eat that for some damn reason. Triops. We can probably... No, I'm not going to get anything out of a Triops if I cook it. Let me switch to something that doesn't take power, and we're going to go ahead and put the Triops out there as well. So yeah, I do have 3 bottles that are pretty nice. It would be a little bit of a waste right now. If I could find like 2 more bladderfish, that'd be ideal. I use DaVinci, says Golden Wolf, which is free, but it's not easy to use if you're new to editing, and you do have the option to buy it. I have not heard of DaVinci, but I bet it would do all this sort of like basic timeline stuff that I do. Like I've done a little bit of work in Sony Vegas. I've done a lot of bit of work in Adobe Premiere. My producer has done a lot of work, in Adobe Premiere and also some in Final Cut Pro, and finds that a lot of the skills translate over pretty cleanly. Like a lot of the interface is similar enough that if you've learned Adobe, you'll learn Final Cut without too much difficulty. I don't see any other, but I did get a couple more drinks, so that's all we needed.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I've probably seen screenshots of Final Cut Pro. I've never interacted with it personally. Golden Wolf is saying, it's expensive. DaVinci is expensive as you buy it. It's similar to Vegas and Sony. I'd probably be able to slip into that fairly easily. All right, the red featherfish. Screw it. All right. Let's put away the gel sacks, even though I'm going to forget that I have them. As long as we do, in fact, have them, that's what counts. All right, our tether tool. Okay, so we'll put away some gel sacks. Now I'm going to save it, and... I guess what we'll do is... Okay. Do I have a beacon? I'm not carrying one right now. So let's go... Let's eject the Mia suit. Oh, I think it's just, what, copper and titanium? For, what's it called? Beacon. Copper and titanium. Yeah, we should have, I think, plenty of that. Let's grab a couple titanium and a couple copper, and we will make a couple beacons. Beacon. Why am I being slow? DaVinci Resolve is the full name. Jab feels kind of bad that the only thing I use my Mac Mini for is to run my living room entertainment. Golden Wolf is a black magic editor. I'm not sure... Is that like a term of art within the video editing? I don't know black magic editor unless that's the company. Jody K is saying hello from the winter block of ice. Yeah, Jody K, apparently it's going to get really cold here coming up as well. Before we go, let's pop the power cells on the Sunlander and put those into charge. Or at least the ion cell. That's 93%. What do we got happening over here? 100%. Yeah, let's do this. Come on, come on. We will put that on. So, by the way, Moo. I don't know if Moo is still in earshot. Grumpy in particular seems to be like a big fan of this series. Is he...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Is it because he like enjoys the story and the progression, or is it because I'm playing poorly and he's like just tickled? And either answer is fine. I'm just sort of curious. So I'm gonna head southwest-ish from the base. Let me actually save it again. But the Miyasu can go pretty darn deep. I have attempted to scout around a little bit with a camera drone. But we sort of reach the outer limits of how far the camera drone can go from the base. So I don't know that I've thoroughly explored this area. And that's why we're going to go pretty much as far to the southwest as we can. And, like, look around, right? See if we can find anything cool. Golden Wolf is saying DaVinci Resolve is the world's only all-in-one solution for editing, color, VFX, motion graphics, and audio. The free version works with virtually all 8-bit audio video formats at up to 60 frames per second resolutions as high as Ultra HD. The free version includes multi-user collaboration and HDR grading, which is a copy from the site. Moo says it's not because you're playing poorly. Okay, well that's good. Also, Jody K is saying, is it supposed to rain while it's below 30 degrees Fahrenheit? Well, it can. We've had that in my area on occasion. Not this particular winter, but I feel like we've got enough copper for now. This is more southeast-ish right now, but it's still away from the base, I think. Okay, this is now lower. We're heading back up, but we're at a lower plane, I think, than we were. I think. By the way, so Markwak was here earlier, and he was like mentioning Control and how that was a fun series. I had a lot of fun watching Moo play Control. Like I like to remember the fact that Moo going forward into Alan Wake was a direct follow-on from getting to a part in Control where she was like, oh wait, I want to go play Alan Wake and then return to this game. So now we are, I think, actually just heading back towards where the base was. In the Crystal Caverns to share, I am looking for anything architect-y. And
the crystals in this environment are confusing my senses, and yet I feel certain there is something important below. A facility or a body component. Perhaps both. I cannot tell.
Unfortunately, there's just no way to know if I'm on the right track. So I guess we're just going to have to fumble around blindly and guess if this is where we're supposed to be. Oh, kyanite. Yeah, I don't have so much kyanite that I'm not going to pick it up. Hold on. I don't even know if I need any more kyanite. No, clearly that was a very, very good sign. Yeah, he does say below, and this looks like we're going below. And these are, I think Samalander was the one who, like, pointed out that these are drillable. Yes, they are. Before we do this... Oh, we've got plenty of inventory space. To my knowledge, he really likes the game series and watching you play because it's chill, and I think he really likes the game design, like the visuals. It's a very beautiful game. That is very true, especially watching on the big screen TV. Moo says, I think the engineering aspects of it please him as well. Moo, can I share, and like, I'm simultaneously I'm concerned about saying this, that it will like add pressure for you to be present, but it's not intended in that way. You mentioned, and I think, oh, by the way, wait. Before I say anything, how are you feeling, Moo? I forgot to ask. Any progress on the bronchitis? Come on, can we get in there? Come on. What I was going to say is, it meant a lot to me when you said, like, it was one of the early Anno 1800 streams, and you were like, hey, you're gonna play more of that? I really like that one. I really like watching you build the city and stuff, that it was very chill. I feel like that comment is one of the reasons why that series has progressed to the extent that it has. And that's not to say that I don't enjoy it. Like, I really have a good time with Anno. I damn near played Anno today, but I did want to make some progress in this as well. So this has lots of kyanite, but not lots of architect body parts that I can find. So I think we'll probably head back up unless there's a secret cave that I'm missing. How can that not be it? How can he say go deeper and this very deep pit is not it? Before we leave this area, let me just look once more. Golden Wolf has to go. Like your stream was fun. You're a great responder and commenter. Well, thank you very much. Moo still feels awful, but slightly better. Last day of antibiotics, next to last for steroids. If I don't feel better in the next few days, I'm going back to the doctor. And Moo says we do love our auspicious angel. Well, Moo, I really appreciate it. Also, just in case you may know this, Moo, but maybe others don't, and maybe others at one point or another will be prescribed steroids for one reason or another. I have never in my life had more profound mood swings than when I got a shot of steroids. I was post-surgery. There was, the steroids were to keep some swelling down, and they gave me a shot of steroids, and they said, okay, now this is going to make you feel like $1 million, but then you're going to come way down. I may have shared this at some point in the past, but, you know, not everybody hears every story. You're going to feel really, really good for a while, and then a little bit later, you're going to come down pretty hard. So just know that that's going to be there, and you'll get through it, and everything will be fine. And I said, okay. What they didn't tell me was after I went down, I was going to swing way back up. And then after I was back up, I was going to come down again. And then back up and back down and back up and back down. That was the part that I was unprepared for. So I didn't know that was a thing. And hold on, I do want to keep one eye.
It could help you build my body.
Just keeping one eye on that depth meter. We're not near 1100, but I want to make sure we don't get there. The experience of swinging from, man, this is great, like everything's gonna be okay, like I'm gonna make it through this and be fine, to I have never been more miserable. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this. It was a long road to recovery, and then it wasn't until like a follow-up with the doctor, like a checkup. What do they call it? Like you know, one of those things where, like, you know, you go back to the doctor to have them just check on your recovery process and see how things are. Like, hey, so how are those mood swings? Yeah, those are pretty severe. They should be wearing off pretty soon. I was like, uh-oh. That's not helpful. It also only took off 1 point of damage, so we're good. I was like, wait, what? Wait. 2 weeks later, this is when it should start to wear off? That would have been helpful information. I couldn't actually speak at the time, but yeah, that came as a real surprise. And Moo says, yes, I enjoy your Anno streams very much. Even no, never a pressure to talk in chat. I'm usually there lurking and chilling. Jody K says, steroids make you horribly thirsty and pee. I think so. Also, yes, thank you for hanging out with to Golden Wolf. They do none of that for me. Maybe I'm steroiding wrong. Follow-up appointment to me. Yes. Recheck and follow-up. That's exactly it. I don't know if I should bring the Mia suit. I feel like this is a journey that I must make on my own. Oh, and Moo, the symptoms are like mood swings that I'm describing. That might have been specific to the type of steroids I was given, or the fact that it was one big shot. But like the effects lasted for, honest to God, I feel like it was 2 or 3 weeks. Now, my sense of time was very highly distorted during that time, because that's the same period of time that I've shared. I've shared on occasion that there was a period of time when I did not sleep at all for 4 or 5 days. And yeah, if you're thinking, wouldn't that have consequences? Ooh boy, didn't it? I don't recommend it. This is not a story about how I'm some big tough guy who can go for long periods without sleeping. I learned the outer limits of my physical endurance and my sanity, and I'm not kidding. Okay, game. Whatever you say. Are these organs? Yes, they are!
You will be able to construct bionic organs with the scanned material, both primary and secondary. Our designs provide for redundancies.
Given your current location, I think they could still be improved.
Your feedback has been noted. You have scanned all the components we need to make a storage, body.
Are you excited?
Using the chemical compounds available in your body, I am able to approximate what you might call cautious optimism.
I'm going to take a picture of that. Hold on. Let me do it without the scanner if I could. Hold on. Wait. And there we go. I just want to make sure that the screenshot notification itself wasn't up. Jody K also does not get the mood swings, but I've only ever had oral steroids. Yeah, this one is a shot, and like, I'm no steroid expert, but I think there's like different kinds. So also, it might affect, you know, in like the most generalized of like biological senses, men differently than women. That's possible. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I only know that
Welcome aboard, Captain.
learned a lot about what it might be like to deal with chronic mood swings by dealing with some very short-term but extremely intense ones. At least they felt very intense to me. Jab got a shot for poison ivy once every summer for a few a few years rather. Hello to Fox McCloud. Fox, we just made a pretty big advancement in that we found the last architect piece that I needed. This does raise one additional question. I don't have any idea where I build an architect body, and don't tell me architect components. So we definitely have all of this stuff. So I've already got set aside all of that stuff and all of that stuff. So we're gonna get a couple ribbon plants, 3 kyanite, which I mean I'm carrying that many in the Mia suit right now, and an ion cube, which shouldn't be any sort of trouble. Yeah, look at that. Hold on, let's just grab this kyanite right now. I am extremely happy that Here's what I thought was going to happen. I thought I was going to, like, glance through the voice logs. I wasn't going to come up with very much. And then what I was going to have to do is go through all of the text logs. Hold on, I don't like being out here. I don't like being out here! Okay, let's get out of here. I can take, like, one more of those. And there's a ribbon plant, by the way. Like, I'm gonna grab it. But, like, I kind of... Well, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me do this. I kind of feel like the... Sorry, what's the phrase that I'm thinking of? The architect body isn't gonna, like, just get dumped out of a vending machine if I feed it kyanite. It's gotta be a little bit more specialized than that. There's another ribbon suit right there. Oh god, don't get eaten by a Leviathan. I don't want to go down that way. Okay. So that's already, like, a good chunk of it, right? What else do I need? One more, I've got that, and then the ion cube. And, like, we drilled out a stack of ion cubes, so I am not worried about that. We just gotta find our way back up to the Sunolander. Poison ivy was strange with me. When I was a kid, it was a normal reaction. When I was 18, I didn't get any reaction at all. Virtually immune to it. That must have been nice. And then, in my 30s, became very sensitive to it. As far as I know, I've been near poison ivy, but I don't think I've ever been exposed to it. I've never been treated for poison ivy. I've never gotten, like, that itchy rash or whatever. I remember the... So... Can I ask a question? I know that there's a movie about, like, a couple girls... I'm trying to remember, like there's a movie about, like, a couple, like, high school girls or, like, middle school girls or something called Poison Ivy. But am I completely high, or is there also... Get away! Hold on a second. I don't want to fight you. Ugh. I guess technically I'm not fighting it. I'm just getting chomped. Is there or is there not a Michael J. Fox movie that's also called Poison Ivy? Where Michael J. Fox is like a camp counselor and it's like all about the kids that go to the camp and stuff. I have a memory of watching that movie multiple times when I was young, but every single time I've ever seen Poison Ivy on, like, a movie channel or something, it's always the other one about the two girls. Like, enough that I'm sure this is answerable by, you know, looking, but it's enough to make me question that Michael J. Fox movie actually exists. Okay. The Mia suit is here. We have... Fix it up. Okay, we gotta put the thing in. Let's recharge the Mia suit while we're here, because we've got a little bit of time. Yeah, let's take this. Whoops. And let's take this. And we'll put those into the power suit charger. Power cell charger.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We have gathered the necessary components to begin constructing my body.
Great. What's next? Let's get you out of my head.
First, you must find the fabrication facility. It is concealed at some depths.
Fabrication facility. So you planned on needing to make new bodies?
It is a standard medical facility.
A medical facility where you just replace your whole body when it wears out? Sounds a little beyond standard to me.
Ours was a research mission of the highest importance.
So, what were you, a scientist like me?
I am a scientist now.
So, what happened? Your team found the vaccine and then...
Please, Robin, you have the components. Find the facility and construct the body.
Okay, but don't think I don't notice you changing the topic.
Okay, find the facility. Do you want to narrow it down a little bit on the planet? Hold on a second. Because I was doing some other things. Find the fabrication facility. It's concealed at some depths. Right. A lot of things are deep. What the hell does that mean? Well, I mean, it's possible that he'll chime in on something on our way back to the main base, so I'm not going to stress about it too much right now, but yeah, go find it. Sir, if I could have found it, I would have stumbled on it while I was looking for this place. Foxfam says it's the one place I remember the general location of. Jab is saying, not a good thing if you're soldering, because move into an area at night and wake up in the morning laying in it. Oh, yikes. But Jab, I honestly don't know. How long does it take effect? Poison Ivy. Like, how long... See, I love these fast chargers. Alright, let's have some water. Yeah, Fox fam, if you are around, I may later open up the floor for further information, because we're at that point where, like, I'm not over here waving the white flag yet. It's just I wouldn't even know where to start looking at the moment. Fabrication facility. All right, let's have some of this for food. If it was at one of the Altera facilities, like one of the labs that they set up, you would have thought that he would have brought it up. So we can probably rule those out. Oh, this is a fabrication facility. We should probably remember this for when you find the parts to my body. I want this snack. Kind of. It's kind of gross. Alright, we've got the Mia suit. I feel like we're ready to go. We put the power cells back in. This place is going to stay powered until it's not. Maybe some future explorer will find it someday. And I might be back, you know. If I have gold in here... Yeah, I don't think that I have a ton of gold back home. So let's pick up some gold. And... probably use some lithium and magnetite just for good measure. I've got a lot of uranite back home. Foxem will be here, looking while playing games. I'm stuck in the basement anyway since poor Foxy tested positive for COVID today. Oh dear. I hope that... What I can say is that Foxy would not be the first person in the broader community to have had a bout with COVID, and so far the others have recovered very, very well. So I'm confident the same thing will be true here, and please pass along best wishes, but I would certainly understand you doing anything available to stay safe yourself. That's... pretty much everything. I mean, if I see any gel sacks on the way out, there's other places where gel sacks are more common, but if I were to see any of those little purple juice balls, I would pick them up. Speaking of juice balls, you know what I haven't had in a long time? Boba. I think I've talked about, like, I'm not a big tea fan, but boba tea is really good. I don't know if you're supposed to call it boba tea. All I know is that Boba is very good. And there was a period in time when I was going around to a couple different places that would make it, and I never had a bad one. I never had one where it's like, this one's not as good as the others. Every single one was really, really good. Every bit as refreshing as a refined bladderfish. I don't see any gel sacks at all, so we're gonna abandon this search. FoxFam says, we had it once before and put me in the hospital, so isolation for her and me and the kids are in the basement. Jody K is saying Boba doesn't just have to be in tea. Maybe that's it, Jody. Maybe I had it in like fruit juice or something. It was sweet. I was about to say it's not too sweet, but I feel like I have a higher sweet tolerance than some people. The Mia suit, I'm so sorry, you guys. The Mia suit is attached, right? I'm just oddly worried, yes, okay, about leaving anything behind, or anyone behind. Come on. Come on. There we go. But yeah, I really liked it, and I'm just now remembering that I haven't had it in a long time. Jody K was in the middle of her COVID 2 years ago. As far as I know, our household has remained COVID-free. It's one of those things where it's always possible that we've been exposed. Neither of us show symptoms with COVID. I mean, how do you know? And the thing is, you could just take a random test, but, okay, if you're not symptomatic with COVID, you could also take a random test for, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something else that's very, very unlikely for you to have. You know, hemorrhagic smallpox. Let me take a smallpox test. I don't currently have any symptoms, but let me just check. So, you know, absent the symptoms, I don't know that you'd know. So, like, it's possible that both of us here are just, we're not ever gonna get COVID in a way that is symptomatic. Or it's possible that we've never been exposed to COVID, and the very first time that one of us gets it, we go to the hospital. And you can't know. So that's why I prefer to try to be as safe as possible. We have gotten ourselves out of the pit. Let's uncheck that, and we're gonna go back to camera 1. We're gonna go back to our main base. Foxham was saying November of 2020 for their family. To the best of his knowledge, Jeff said that he hasn't had it either. And we've done certain things like, you know, going to holiday at the family, but, you know, always 2 occasions where we know everybody is vaccinated, no one has been symptomatic, everybody says that they, you know, haven't been going out to large gatherings otherwise, and everything's been fine so far. So, you know, fingers crossed, and fingers crossed for you, Foxy. And I know that Moo has something completely different, but just hoping that you guys are on the mend and feeling better soon. Foxy is on an inhaler now because of it, and very much wants to not have it again. Jody K has a post-COVID headache. So that's Jody K, that's like a post-COVID symptom that I'm less familiar with. I've heard about like COVID fatigue and stuff, but have you been getting headaches more frequently? It comes up anytime Jody K's blood pressure gets up. I am really tired tonight. Boy, today was a day. Foxy was saying the fatigue is very real. Alright. I'm gonna try to drop off the Mia suit on the platform. Ouch. I don't think it's gonna work, but we're not gonna stress too much if it's not directly on the platform. Like, she'll be okay. I don't think that was right, but that's fine. And then, the good news is, Salamander was the one who pointed out that if we banged up the Sunalander at all, it's gonna get nice and fixed up in our dock. And the lights are still on, it looks. Yeah, look at that. I think our second thermal plant did its job. Jodie K is saying that she's never had this type of headache before, not typically a headache person, but now I get it here and there. Oh yeah, we were fully charged. Look at that. Oh, I was close. I was pretty close on dropping off the Mia suit.
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Why? Wait, did I not put the... I didn't put the things back in. I knew there was something I was forgetting, but thank God I didn't, like, Thank goodness I didn't forget the ion cells themselves. Jodie K said, when I had it while I had COVID and before I started taking something, I thought I was getting it. The only thing that gave me relief was sitting in the shower, crying with hot water running over my skull and wait for the Aleve to kick in. Jesus. Is it still that severe? Is that still going on? Let me just take a quick look. So, we need 3 kyanite, 2 ribbon plants, and 1 ion cube. And I think that most of it we've got... Did I put some of that away? Hold on a second. Let's grab an ion cube. That's going to be under exotic material. The 3 kyanite and such we should have available. I just need to put them into the proper container. And that's 2 ribbon plants. If for any reason I don't have the ribbon plants here, like, we've got a whole garden of them outside. This is super not an issue. So we're going to put this into our architect box. 1, 2, 3, 1. And now all we're missing is the ribbon plant. Okay. This architect... Oh, no! We can't quite fit everything. Does this locker have more space? I actually don't know. Know that I care about the teleporter right now. I really wanted to put everything into one locker. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. No, that is not going to be enough storage space. How about this locker back here? Hold on, what is this? 3 by 5 is 15. 1, 2, 3. This is 6 by 3, so that's 18. So this should be enough. Okay. Hold on. Okay, let's put away all the fish again. I just want to collect everything that I need into one basket, so I've definitely got it all set aside, labeled, and that way, even if I have to go back for it, we'll never wonder if I have the right parts. So, yeah, we got to get all this out of here, including the teleportation, the tether tool. Okay, what all do we have? We've got some gold. Just running a little light on that. Lithium. Lithium is in here with the lead. Kyanite is here. Now, the ribbon plants, I think I want to hold on to at least one of them. The gel sacks we can put away under organics. Yeah, I didn't have a ton of those. And the bladderfish I'm just going to drink right now. Angel, you asked. Angel asked why you like Subnautica so much. I said the game is so pretty and the engineering of stuff appeals to Grumpy, and not because he plays it badly. Yeah, as long as Grumpy's having a good time with it. But yeah, hello to Grumpy. It took me 3 months to feel normal after COVID. Stupid brain fog. On that note, time to drive home. Grumpy, have a safe drive. I don't know why, in my head, I always think that Grumpy takes the train home. It's like a Ricardinho thing. I hope Ricardinho can come back and stream again soon. I know that he's very busy with work and school and work, and that is absolutely where, oops, where his, like, attention should be. But I hope he has a chance to come back and stream again. Okay, now I'm gonna do another count because I sort of got screwed up. Let me look here, because I cannot stress how much I don't want to, like, forget something specific. So, we need to have 2 ribbon plants. Hold on. Yes, I've got a spare ribbon plant, and that's going to throw me off. 3 kyanite and 1 ion cube. Okay, right this second I have all those parts, so we're going to put that away. Ion cube, 3 kyanite, 2 ribbon plants. Okay, let's take that off. Now we've got 3 diamonds, the polyaniline, and what was the last thing? The plasteel ingot. All right, so we're going to put that down here. Done. Take that off. So now we're down to tissues. So we need this. Yeah. The 2 things and the 2 things. Done. All right, and let's go ahead and put that away. And I don't want anything else in here. I don't want to be at all confused about exactly what I need to carry when I find the fabrication facility. Yeah, okay. So now let's just mark that as architect. And then we'll just put this back to locker or whatever. Like, I just don't want it to get confusing. All right, so we'll take that out. We can feed this ribbon plant to the reactor for all I care. Now, at issue is the... Okay, that is very delicious. Let's feed this something plant related. Yep, that's good. Yeah, I mean, now that we've got... Look at all the large filtered waters, man. We're great. Watch... Well, I guess I'm gonna wait for 8 more percentage points. Yeah, we'll put away the salt. I could feed the reactor those plants. I love that I went to all the effort of getting these plants and haven't actually eaten any of them at all. Moose says, to add on what you said about why you like Subnautica, he said he used to take the train all the time, but not so much since COVID. He took it once or twice in the past month, but prefers driving for now. There's also the freedom the train offers of not having to pay attention, but then you have to deal with other people. You also have to deal with train schedules, whereas with driving, you deal with traffic issues. It's all about trade-offs. I can absolutely see that. I feel like, to me, I've spent so much of my life in the last several years driving that the idea of a self-driving car, I don't believe that it is a... Yeah, we need all these batteries. I don't think that it's a real thing right now. Let's go here, and then we're gonna go... But man, would I love it. And somehow... Hold on, do we really not pick up that other battery? 5R over charge. Okay, now we're going to put in all of our semi-low batteries. Perfect. Okay, yeah, we're doing good. Save. Fabrication facility. Like... There's Alexis. Okay. Emmanuel. I think I remember Emmanuel being, like, the worst person. There's Fred. Jeremiah. Jeremiah Mergle. Research and tech. I don't know. Alien data. Okay, well, if I was looking for a fabrication facility, I might look at that. No. Storage media. I don't see anything location-based. Ground sampler, ion cube, mineral distillery. I don't see a fabrication plant in here. I'm just like scanning through here. Like we've seen a lot of those robots crawling around. Usually wrong side up. Moose says today Grumpy chose to drive because we have below 0 temps. Yeah, Jody K was saying the same thing. The super duper cold, and he doesn't want to walk from the station to work. I can certainly empathize with that. Oh, this is just... Yeah, let's just click those out. Yeah, not really hydrothermal, though. Yeah, that's not so great. Morganite Foundation. We found some nickel ore, ruby, scattered wreckage, tree spire. Then we've got 1 million indigenous life forms, which I'm just not really going to worry about right now. And then we've got tech, which is, yeah, all of this stuff. Bioreactors and thermal plants. I don't know. We've only got 2 maps. Find the fabrication facility. It's concealed at some depths. It was a medical facility. I have no idea. We could go back to the life pod. I mean, like, I'm just letting you guys know, absent Alan calling up to say, now, hold on, wait. It's Architect Body Cache. It's so specific. Let me go look at Architect Body Cache. I feel like I've been there. I don't feel like this is it, but just in case, and maybe Alan will like chime in on our way. Architect Body Cache is, well, it is 1,100 meters away. I don't know how deep it is. It's possible I couldn't go there before. Yeah, let's take out all this stuff. All that. I'm not sure that I'm going to have a lot of use for the torpedoes, but I mean, maybe I was supposed to use the torpedoes against the Leviathan. I just didn't really feel like getting out and putting on the arm. And it did occur to me. I know I didn't say anything at the time, but it's like, why? Like, as long as I sort of stay away from it and don't dawdle in its jaws, we'll be okay. Kyanite. It's just, you know, it's not a combat game. I get mad at some of the monsters and want to go, like, punch them with my drill, but that's usually just me working out my frustration with the fact that I've gotten grabbed again. Boy, that reactor sign really doesn't look square, and yet we lined it up very carefully, I thought. Maybe the ladder's not square. Okay, this is still churning away. We're about to get some salt. I can clear out the salt. All right, let's go. Especially if he's incubating a whatever respiratory mess the buglets and I have. How are the bugs doing, Moo? I'm trying to remember if it was biggest bug you said was also, like, really under the weather. Okay. Yeah, let's eject the Mia suit.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And the Sunlander should be fully repaired. I feel like we definitely went to the... Oh, that's not gonna let me in this way. Right. I am so glad that I waited to play until after the sea truck dock was in here. I just think the sea truck dock is really cool. I wonder if that was the when I say that was the experience, remember when I was saying, like, there's a potential version of events where somebody, like, stumbles their way over to Outpost Zero first and does all the scanning and stuff there? I don't know that that's possible, but I wonder if that, like, if it is possible, somebody somewhere did it. And they got, like, the water desalinization plant, like, right away. There was a lot of cool stuff over there. I'm looking for that. And head east, several hundred meters. Biggest bug woke up this morning with a sore throat, but I can't tell if they're actually sick or it was a fake sick day. I have to say, I hope it was a fake sick day, because then they're doing okay. Get off. Yeah, the reason that I'm heading here is, first of all, it's got the word body in it. It doesn't say fabrication facility. Secondly, like, when I queued it up, I know it was mostly, like, very far away, but it also does look very deep. Here's the thing, though. I don't think that he'd be saying concealed at some depths if what he meant was, remember that thing that I marked for you 40 days ago? That's where we have to go now. But it's worth a shot. Like I've been saying, Google will be there in 15 minutes if we don't find what we're looking for. And so far, eventually things have worked out. And this is not nearly as deep as I thought it might be. It is actually just far away. That crystal pit is the deepest place that I've been to. If that was it, can you, like, I'm just saying, if that was it, concealed at some depths. You mean like right where we are right now? Is that what you were thinking of, Alan? I don't know that I want to try to pilot very much deeper than here, but we could try to get in here. Joda K wishes it was below zero. It's solid ice. Just wishes it was just below zero here. It's solid ice, 26 and humid, so it feels like 16. All right, let's stop here, I feel like. Yeah, we're more or less on top of it. The Mia suit will take us the rest of the way. I'm not gonna bother unpacking all this stuff because I really do feel like the odds of this being the correct location are very low. Also, this may not have been the greatest drop-off point because I'm not seeing a way to what I'm looking for. But then again, I'm not sure that I don't think I'll recognize it in the sea truck anyway. I wonder how many more streams of Fire Emblem Salamander has. I have to say, I'm not looking forward to him finishing because he has shared that his next game is going to be Forbidden West, and I would not be able to watch that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I've been here multiple times, actually. We're still going to go to the exact place that this marker is. ...140 meters below this. Man, so... you know what? Hold on. Let me actually... Hold on. Is there a beacon right where I am? This could be Root Pustule Cave. No. Because there are root pustules here, I think. Flowering spores? Yes, okay. So flowering spores will be our beacon just to get back here. I was going to drop a beacon, but then I remembered, wait a second, I think there actually is a beacon here. That's... what I want is actually just a beacon on our way out. So I just want to go down. Thank you for the follow to Marley0867. Moo is offering a yes, no question. Let me check this one place. I don't think it's what I'm looking for. If I'm correct on that, Moo, I might take you up on it. And for people watching, like, oh man, like, you know, I had to do it myself. This guy shouldn't, like, do it. I don't know. Like, I've been very cagey about asking for any help, but concealed at some depth just isn't a very clear clue in my view. As we're going, thank you everybody for making Mia's birthday so nice. It was really awesome that she got a chance to do a big birthday stream. I know that she was planning to do more on the weekend. I haven't heard from her, so I'm not sure what the end result of that was. Like what sort of like brought her away from the plans that she had. Yeah, this is where we found the first part, the skeleton, I think. This is not a fabrication facility. This is a big alien statue and the skeleton. Yeah. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. So, Moo. Oh, there are pictures from earlier today in Critters. I will look forward to that. Jodike, I want to check that out. Oh, and thank you guys for, like, bearing with me as I post up my, like, my art stuff. I wanted to show, you know, when I did that jellyfish, it was more about, like, this is sort of what I was trying to do, but now that that's done, I can already see ways that would produce a better jellyfish if I wanted to be like a jellyfish painter. Instead, I've moved on to a different commission, and, you know, when we get something similar, hopefully what I'm learning in terms of technique will eventually produce, you know, over time, better results. But that's been a lot of fun to, like, interact with you guys on. I know that I've said this, but, like, with such art, one of the reasons that I'm, like, showing it and posting about it is, like, here's what I've done. I recognize these are the things, like, the proportions are off, or it's, like off-center, or, like, the colors aren't quite right. But I'm mostly saying that because I want it understood that that's me not being a very good artist. It's not a limitation of the program or the tool set that it has. Because I want people who are good at art to engage with it. And I've said that, but I just... Anyway. So, Moo, on the topic of Subnautica, I want to ask, is there something in the logs or the conversations with Alan that should be tipping me off to the location? The trouble is, like, there's so many, like, little incidental conversations with Alan that there's no reason to expect you to remember the answer, yes or no. And even if the answer was yes, what one would I look at? I just read through all of our conversations. I didn't see anything about, like, oh, yeah, there was a medical facility 300 meters south from Phi Robotics or something. Moose says we love the bonus art streams. Yeah, I've really had a lot of fun with those. So I'm trying to think of, like, another yes-no question that is close in spirit, like, you know, without giving away the answer. But, like, here are the things that I might ask. Is it someplace that I've been already? Well, Moo hasn't seen every place that I've been. Like, so that's too vague of a question. So let me ask you this, when we'll go with to the best of your knowledge. So it's cool if you're not sure, but just like if you know, to the best of what you know, is Alan gonna call me up at some point and say, oh, the fabrication facility is over there, and like put a marker on it? Because he's gonna, like, if there's like a secret timer that if I don't find it in 3 game days, then he's gonna, like, just tell me, just put a marker on it, then I'll be content to wander. I'll do my best to find it. FoxFam says, I know that to the best of my knowledge, you've never been there. I sent you a whisper DM later when you have time. Oh, hello to Samalander. Samalander does exist. No big deal, just the biggest bug question. So possibly, anime related. I'm glad that that was a productive conversation, because when so many people started weighing in, I was like, oh my god, wait. Did Moo come in here to chill out and I volunteered her to have an infinite anime conversation? But it seems like that was actually very constructive. So, yeah, so that's my first question. Does anybody know... Will Alan call me up to say, oh, I just put a marker on your map and this is where you're supposed to go to the fabrication facility? Take away the question answering because I haven't played it. I've just read the guide, so I can't answer nuanced questions like that. He will not. Okay. Do I have... This is me asking me. Honest to God. Hold on a second. Let's look at maps. So there's no color gradations to the ocean to tell you this is a deeper part of the ocean. It's in deep, and we've been to the Kappa mining base, we've been to the Delta facility, we've been to Omega Red, or whatever it's called. And this is the only map I've got. I've been to areas like that crystal cave that are so deep, I was watching the ticker to make sure that I wasn't going to hit crush depth and didn't come close. I don't know what's deeper than that. Samalander, the pathway to the alien fabrication place to assemble the body, is it in or through the crystal caves? Do I need to get there by way of going to the crystal caves? Specifically the crystal caves where I found the organ piece, which seemed a little bit odd that it was just like a little hallway, but nothing else was in there except for alien organs. It is? Well, shit. Okay. Well, like that... Yeah, this guy's still an asshole. Hold on a second. Keep chomping. I can do that too. Okay, let's go back there. And if people are mad about that being a spoiler, I was thinking about the deepest place that I've been, and also the deepest place that I literally just was when he's like, oh, you should go deep. Yeah, thanks. I was right there. You could have just said, by the way, when I said deep, I meant like, and maybe he doesn't know. Maybe I'm putting too much pressure on Alan. I should probably be someplace where that thing isn't. I'm just trying to like... Oh, give me a second. We just went there too. Kyanite and spiral plants. This is it. All right. So we came all the way back, and now I've got to go there again. Well, really?
Calorie intake recommended.
Am I also there? I should have some food. Hold on, let's not push it, because then I wind up dying of starvation. That's going to be very embarrassing. I don't really know where to go in the crystal cave,
Vital
but...
signs stabilizing.
I didn't do the most thorough search in the world. I found what I thought I needed. Well, I did need it. I found what I thought was going to be the thing, and then like, all right, we're done. Surely Alan would let me know if he detected a medical facility nearby. Yeah, FoxFam is saying that, like, when he says it could be at... Because, yeah, I may not have found the organs last. Like, I could have found the organs 3 episodes ago when I was first in the Crystal Caves. Like, if I'd looked a little bit further. So I could have found it then. At least we were pretty close, I think. Pretty sure this is the way. Yeah, I know Mia's been very busy lately. I hope that her schedule stabilizes so that she can do... Like when real life comes up, you do real life stuff. That's always the rule. I think that's very, very important for everybody. Everybody who streams and everybody who is like an enjoyer of streams understands. That said, I do hope that when her schedule like frees up, she's back to like her normal schedule, because I think we were all looking forward to some more farming sim. And Ori, like, to me, trying to play a game like Ori once a week, that is a masterful test of skill. Like, that is, when I was playing Ori, I was straight up like, I need to put this into heavy rotation because I am not going to be successful at this if I don't play it very frequently. The skill atrophy is going to be lethal. So even just playing it once a week is enough. Trying to revisit that further apart than once a week, that is very daunting. Okay, did the Mia suit take damage? A little bit. All right, as always, since we are here, let's charge up the ion power cell. We'll leave that live. Moo asks, is Mia streaming tonight? I know it was on the schedule. Like, I know that, like, that's the intent, but I'm not sure. All right, so we're charging that up. I do have water. I should probably just drink the water. Look at this. We were away for such a short period of time, the reactor is still fed. No, wait, I want your wife. Got it. Okay, that's enough water for us to drink. If I could have like a snack or two to eat, just get completely topped off before we go down there. What the? That, okay, I don't want this. Okay. One of the few times I died in the original game, I just like got snapped in half by a Leviathan, and I would prefer not to do that. I want some water. Moo, thank you for the request to quote. Yes, Simulator, I do have 5 big waters, and I want to save them for when I'm like at 400 leagues beneath the ocean and need to conserve space, so I carry maximum hydration. It's the same reason why, like, same thing with the nutrient blocks and the salted foods. Like, I can just go grab this guy, and have a really tasty snack, and still hold on to, like, my, oh, man, I'm a million miles from home. I'd better eat this nutrient bar and have, like, plus 75 food. Sam Leonard says also the 3 preserved fish that have been in there in your inventory for 6 episodes. How dare you? I believe it's been like 9 episodes. Okay. Alright, we're doing good. Okay, let's save it. Alright, let's me it up.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, so I went to the organ facility through a large crystalline structure that was like a big crystal pit. It's a lovely place. I'm not sure why they decided to store their organs down there. Let's see if there's anything else in the world down here. And again, our telltale is really going to be the green architect. Like that's one thing the game has. It's kind of a fairly clear visual language saying, hey, see this bright green ethereal glow? You're on the track of something. Keep going. I don't know for a fact if I want to go deeper, but it's concealed at some depths. Sandler can confirm Mia is streaming tonight. Oh, Mia's on now? All right. Well, we're sort of on the track of this. Oh, it is 8. Okay. Let's see what we can find in a short amount of time, and if we wind up saving it, we wind up saving it. But one way or the other, we will raid over to Mia. If anybody in the current chat is not aware of what we're talking about, we are discussing twitch.tv/morethanamia. I believe that she in Chivalry... Oh, no. She's playing It Takes Two with Netheryam. So I suspect that she'll be on with Netheryam tonight, continuing their adventures in It Takes Two. That's probably why it's later than otherwise scheduled, because Mia's doing this with Netheryam instead of with Chivalry. Okay, this feels like as far to the southwest as I can go. Except for all of this area that's further to the southwest. This feels like it's looping me back around to the northwest, and then back up to the north. Sorry, the Sonolander. Yeah, the Sonolander, we are actually very close to it right now. That's our beacon for what we're trying to explore away from. I just went down here, but let me just look to see. Because look at all of these, like, murky depths. You'd feel like this would count for something. Earlier today, I was like, oh, I wonder what times Mia's going to be on. And then I was like, oh, man, remember... So the trouble is, it wasn't... This seems like the sort of thing that I'm looking for, by the way. Oh, no, I've been down here, I think. I feel like I did this once, and it didn't lead to what I wanted. Yeah, no, I did this. There's silver. So when Mia was playing, no, like, forgive me if I've shared this story, but when Mia was playing, the bonus episode for Life is Strange True Colors, and I'm not going to say one word about the story or the characters or anything like that, but she was doing the bonus episode, and during one transition between scenes, the music in the game cranked up to like 8,000%. And I've talked about this in other like previous streams that we did like back at the time. Like seriously, and I'm not kidding, dangerous volume levels. If you were wearing headphones, like I'm so sorry. It sort of like blasts out of nowhere, and it's so loud. It's so loud. It's the only place in the entire game where this happens. And the trouble is, it's like dangerously loud, and it's like an actually like WTF bug. Get out of here, dude. But at issue is Mia is extremely funny about it. Jody K is saying something, I get my old laptop out of the closet if I wanted, like 2 laptops ago, since my last laptop had power issues. Power issues like a bad battery, or power issues like it doesn't stay powered consistently? And the trouble with that clip is Mia is so funny. Because she's going, so that's where the organs were, right? Is there something else here? I bet the answer, that's a rhetorical question to me. Let me look in here once more. I did a pretty thorough look around last time. Oh, shit. I thought that was a gel sack. Oh, what the fuck? This is oxygen! You can't come after me in here! I cannot believe the dedication of those guys. That's like me diving into a pool of mercury just to punch a Terminator in the face. Okay, there's nothing down here. I completely lost. Oh, yeah. So there's this otherwise completely unremarkable transition, and the music, I will not attempt to approximate it, but it's so loud. And then, like, Mia pauses. She pauses the game, and she goes, pause. She pauses, she goes, guys, what was that? And then when she unpauses it again, she tries to turn the volume all the way down, and the game is so fucking bugged that it doesn't make any difference. And then when she unpauses it again, and it's making this deafening cacophony, you can hear her over it going, Jesus fucking Christ! It's so funny. And the trouble is, like you can't clip it because there's no way to make the clip. Like, you'd have to edit it so thoroughly. And then you can't like have it highlighted on Twitch. It would have to be its own separate thing where the volume is reduced by 98% during the periods of time that the music is on. And even then, like, Mia is shouting during the music, which is what makes it so funny because, like, it's so much louder, but you can hear her in the background. And then, and when it's done, she goes, I'm gonna be on edge now because what I don't want to have happen is that again. And it's a very funny bug, if not for the fact that it's legitimately like, what the fuck? Yeah, Foxfam was saying that was messed up. He's gonna die anyway, says Moo. Yeah, he might as well throw himself through the force field and into the oxygen to get me. Jody K took the laptop to get fixed in July. They tried to order a new motherboard, but got sent the wrong one from Russia. Oh, I remember that, Jody K. I think you remember talking about it at the time. Charging part has 12 solder points, 4 require you to pull the motherboard out. Finally got my deposit back and just bought a new laptop. Okay, so is Samalander still here? I don't know if this is a fair question to ask, but my next yes no question would be, is the path to the medical facility here specifically in the same pit where you would go to get the organs? Because if it is, I haven't found it there. So I want to go look elsewhere in the crystalline caverns. Samalander is saying no. Okay, let's get out of the big crystal pit. Okay. If the Sunlander's that way, I'm at 670 meters. I don't know where to look. It's gonna be one of those things where once you find it, it's gonna be like, oh, there it was. God help me if it's like a different crystal cave. And this is, I'm sorry, all of the pits look the same to me. Like, if my goal is to get deeper, I'm not necessarily going to recognize. Maybe I should put, like, beacons in the pits or something to know, oh, this is one I've already looked in. Gold? I could almost kind of use gold. I don't remember the crush depth of the Sunlander, but I'm not sure that I'd want to bring it down here anyway. Yeah, okay, so there's multiple pits. Because this is definitely a different one than the last one that I went in, and yet no more... fully featured. We might wind up tethering because I don't have a place to land. Voxfam has a bunch to say. The sort of thing that, like, a cat walking on a keyboard might have to say. I lost my inspiration and now have 2 Lego Rebel pilots without ships. I'd be terrible, God, if the Rebel Alliance was relying on me to, like, build them ships, out of Legos or otherwise. It wouldn't really matter. I would be exactly as good of an Astro engineer as I would a Lego engineer. JDK bought the charging port laptop in May 2020, then replaced it August 2022, and now I'm making a warranty claim on the new one. I feel like we've had very, very, very good luck with laptops. So, like... aside from blindly checking every single one of these, you'd like to believe that there would be some indicator, something that says this is the way to go, the one to check. A big architect cable. Oh, hold on, these are different caves. These are different crystals. Well, this might be the right path. Hold on. Let's mark this.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Because, again, if I find the facility, I'm gonna need to find my way back to it a second time when I've got all the actual parts there. So, yeah, let's put a marker right here. And if it doesn't turn out to be the right place, we'll pick it back up. Red crystal cave. And we'll worry about what color it'll be later. Yeah, okay. Like, I feel like, you know, not to, like, rely endlessly on such art, like, keep harping on that, but I am concerned that the best I'll ever get is mimicking other people's art. And, like, I feel like there's a pathway there to learn technique so that then you can graduate into creating your own art. But I'd be, I don't know, let me just say I'd be pleasantly surprised if I got to the point where I was able to start generating art as opposed to simply mimicking what I can see from others. But that's, just so you know, that's how I learned any measure video editing.
Presence of a substantial facility I'm able to identify.
Okay, this feels promising enough. Get out of here. This feels promising enough with him saying that I do feel like I want to go back and get the parts. Because at this point, he's just, like, confirmed, and since we have the beacon, we know that we can do it. So, also, we're at 800 meters, so I don't think we'll bring the Sunlander, but we'll give it a shot. And thank you to Samlander. I don't know if he's here right at the moment, but thank you to him. Thank you to Moo, Jody K, everybody else who volunteered, like, some information, because I just sort of needed to get pointed, like, hey, can I have a general region on where to look? How about the Crystal Caves? Yes? Okay. Then I will search the Crystal Caves more thoroughly. So, thank you very much for that. I'm sitting here thinking, like, well, that's the deepest place that I've been. He said at some depths. Now, part of me wonders if I could pop out and then, like, drive the Sunlander most of the way back here, even if it's, like... I'm pretty sure the crush depth is more than, like, 60 meters, but then I'd have to get them both out again. I don't know. Should I do that? Let's not. I feel like if I were to do that and I got eaten by the Leviathan halfway back, I'd only feel stupid. Also, it turns out that it's not a straight shot. For the amount of time that I've spent down here, you think that I'd be a little bit more comfortable with, like, how it's laid out? Come on. Did Mia enjoy the prawn suit, by the way? Like, it feels like stomping around in a big robot that can punch and drill would be something that she would really enjoy. Okay, I can't do that very much more, so let's see if we can find a safe spot. We're gonna just find, like, maybe a little nook. Watch your flippers, by the way. And done. I'm trying to pay attention that it looks like the path down here is almost directly due south from the base. Maybe that'll make it easier to find our way down here again. I don't think that I want to bring the Sunlander down there at all, though, because it's it's a very large target that the Leviathan will have no trouble, I don't think, like just snacking on pieces. It does have the electroshocker, which might help. Okay, let's pause for a second. We're gonna grab out that power cell. I'm not gonna worry so much about that other one for now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It's just gonna make sure that... Wait, how did I do that? What? How did I manage to put in... No. Wow, I am just a special mind. There we go. Samlander has returned with cookies. And hopefully I'm gonna return with, oops. Okay, it's still not what I want. Let's do this. Done. Okay, so we got that cooking. Apparently, the bladderfish are not out today. So that's probably around the time that I'll just drink one of our nice waters. Oh, there we go. Okay. Here, water, water, water. Hello to Jägermeister. Jägermeister, I hope you have had a nice Tuesday. Water. Yeah, it's good enough, I think. Okay, so now what I need to do... So I'm going to do a couple things here. Yeah, let's grab the torpedo arm. We're going to put the torpedo arm in place of the... What's it called? Now, I don't know if I need to do anything special to like, fire the torpedoes? Let's maybe look really quick. I honestly don't know. I've got some in the prawn suit's inventory, but I don't know what'll happen if I right-click and don't especially want to fire a torpedo right now. Does anybody happen to know the mechanism for firing one of these? Switch container. Let's grab one of each. No, I don't see any way to interact with this. The reason I care is that, I want to put all of the architect parts in here. And you know what? I've got enough space to do it. So, do I have enough space in my inventory? I do. And it does. Okay, so yeah, we can make this happen. Sam Linder says he never used the torpedo arm. I'd like to see what it's like at least once. If it can, like, spook off one of the Leviathans so they don't bother us, that'd be nice. I mean, technically, I could just put all of this in my inventory. I don't even have to put it into the Mia suit. Okay, I would really cherish a little more food and water before I go down there. The food is easy to come by. Yoink. The water has proven surprisingly elusive in a game about being underwater. No. Okay, I'll just have to drink, like, one of my nice waters. Oh. Oh, come on. Throw that guy out. There we go. Joda K is noting that it is salt water. And Grumpy saying, now Angel knows how people stranded at sea feel. Water, water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. I really enjoyed the Simpsons play on that when Homer was stuck out in the ocean. That's one of my all-time favorite, like, back and forths between him and who was it? Flanders was in the life raft with him, lifeboat. Okay. We're fine. We'll make do. Okay. Now we're gonna head southish. It's almost exactly south, you know, perfectly south. That was the same episode with Ernest Borgnine, now that I think about it. Hello to Force! Force, I think this might be one of the days that you generally get off of work. Hopefully you had a nice weekend and hopefully some nice days off from work. Force, I did also see that The Last of Us has been renewed for a second season. Apparently the viewership increased from episode 1 to episode 2. Exit the vehicle and restock the torpedo bay. How do you do that? Ah, okay. Well, now we know how to do this, so, let's put in some more torpedoes. Okay, we are full of torpedoes. I don't know how to switch between the two different types. Maybe it goes out sequentially. Today was a cozy day, says Force. Oh, about the viewership going up. She believes it. I also saw, by the way, that the actor who played Tess in the original Last of Us passed away from cancer, I believe it was, or complications from cancer. That just happened. I saw the the article about it on Polygon, so that's very sad. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. I did not know that she was battling cancer. Left behind her husband and three sons, if I remember it correctly. Wait, what happened? Did Mia's stream go down? I would dearly love to know what is going on. It felt like everything was very stable for her for a very long time. Mia's stream crashed. What I don't know, and let's not troubleshoot it with her on the air, because I know that she has some stuff that she'll look into on her own. I would love to know what the symptom is. I don't know if the computer's crashing, it's just the internet cutting out, if it's the stream software crashing, if the whole system goes down. It did feel like at one point, I'm gonna shoot this guy with a... Where are you? I got a torpedo now. Jody K is saying, oh, hold on, we might have found something. Apparently it's a prawn-proof wall.
Once you have used the fabricator to build each component, we can assemble them.
And then we can transfer you out of my head?
I am anticipating it as much as you are.
If I have to have an ion cube for each component to build it, I'm gonna rage quit. I've done everything the game asked me to do to be ready for this.
The process requires you to build each component before you can assemble the whole.
Okay. Force has not had any power problems, thankfully. Yeah, here the temperature has gone down quite a bit. I think it's supposed to get a lot colder. Fortunately, we built the perfect camouflage for the Mia suit. It blends right in. Wait, I have all the parts. Sorry, I have all the parts. In my head, I put them into the Mia suit.
So, Alan, you said your people came here in search of a cure?
I was a researcher.
You were a scientist? Like me?
My people regarded my scientific contributions with particular interest.
As I said, like me.
If that is your interpretation.
So, how did your valuable scientific mind wind up infected?
Not my mind, my body. Perhaps you should build the next component.
So you came here to search for a cure?
I led the mission.
Does that mean the bacteria got out on your watch?
This subject is uncomfortable. If you would like to know more, I will ask that you first construct the final component. This is the last piece. Soon I will be autonomous again.
What will you do with your newfound freedom?
I must return home to make amends.
Amends? For the Bacterian? There seems to be a lot you're not telling me.
It is hard for me to find the words. I must collect my thoughts. We have all the necessary components. You may initiate body fabrication sequence from the time.
You still owe me an explanation.
I understand.
Commence installation in fabrication.
The escape of the bacterial was an accident. I thought my solution was foolproof. I was wrong.
Did you cause the accident?
Yes.
Oh,
I do not wish to speak about it.
we can come back to this.
I'm not sure why Robin wants to come back to it.
What are you doing?
Research. Tit for tat. You've probed my mind. I scan your body.
You don't mind if I read about this first, do you, Alan? The complete physical architect vessel is a biotechnology and cybernetic hybrid, incorporating design elements from more than 20 DNA sources. Then we've got information about the skin, robot arms, limbs. That do include some armor, mobility, hooved legs are reminiscent of several species of mountain goats, microscopic hooks that aid in exploring rough and uneven terrain, teleportation, chromium... Oh, sorry, they've got lots of, okay.
Commencing data transfer.
Did it work? Are we...
It has been some time since I last stretched out in so many dimensions. Like waking from a dream.
Whoa. Hey. You're really not in my head anymore?
There are some remnants. Would you like your memories of me removed as well?
Are you kidding? No way. You still owe me the end of your story.
I told you I must return home. To assess. Repair. Make amends.
Tell me more.
When the bacteria escaped, it was my fault. I disobeyed the directive from my network.
Oh, no.
We noticed that a species of Leviathan young produced an enzyme that is efficient against the bacteria. I thought if we incubated sea dragon eggs, we might expedite their hatching. I was not wrong.
But...
It would appear that sea dragon parents are stronger and more motivated than our facility was rated to handle.
And the bacteria got out, affecting everything. How many survived the outbreak back home? Are they still waiting for someone to bring back a cure?
I do not know.
Can I help?
The fact that I withheld this information does not concern you.
It was certainly manipulative. And I've also made my own share of mistakes. I'm still committed to helping.
I accept your help. Find me at the gate when you are ready. In the meantime, I must prepare.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
I only know of one gate, but as long as it's giving me a clue as to where to go. Architect Artifact, Architect Fate, Phase Gate Facility, which is... Oh, very far away. Okay.
Please, I will join you in the gate base when everything is ready. But for now, I have much to prepare.
Is there anything I should bring, Alan? Ion cubes, snacks, cooked peepers. It'd be nice if you told me that now, so I had it on me. Sandlin was saying somebody should cut from passing out in that scene to waking up in Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is another game that's like, yeah, what do you think about that? I'm actually asking because I don't know what I think about this. Oh, okay, it says nothing. I guess it probably held it for a second, maybe? I'm sure the stream quality loved that. The way. I want to go that way. No, I want to go that way, because that's the entrance to the Red Crystal Cave. Cyberpunk is on the list of things that I'd like to visit. I hope at some point this year as well. There was some talk about maybe doing really don't like this guy. Like to get out of here if I could. If the torpedo launcher that you pick up in the in the crystalline caves where all the Leviathans hang out are not at least, I know you can't kill them or it's a waste of time to kill them, but at least a deterrent against the Leviathans. What are they for? Like the stupid squid sharks or whatever? Careful you stream it, there are parts that are not TOS safe. And then Samlander's saying, I think you're fine as long as you don't dwell on them. Hold on. We seem to be in a fairly quiet part of the cave. The intent would be to stream it. I actually know very, very little about it. App is, you know, another streamer that I like to catch whenever I can. We made App's acquaintance by way of Harmonious Crow. Very nice guy, very warm, great with the community, and has been playing a lot of Cyberpunk lately. So I've been not looking at very much Cyberpunk, but I know that his experience with it is very good. I remember that Tashir's was very good as well, and that was before the big, like, you know, relaunch patch thing that was done. So I feel like it's reasonable to have good expectations going into it at this point. But by the way, Samlander, speaking of like cuts made in Cyberpunk, there's a very funny parody trailer that takes the soundtrack from the original like big hype up release trailer of Cyberpunk 2077 and then intercuts it pretty well and seamlessly with like glitch montages that people took when the actual game came out. It is no longer a fair representation of what that game is, but no less funny. Oh, hello to Crow! He is loving it. Trying to eke out every moment he can from it right now as he knows he's 1 or 2 missions from ending the main story. I love it. I love games like that. When, like, you're having so much fun that you don't want them to end, so you want to do every last thing that you can before, like, throwing that final switch. Adios and Hell is Others are free on Epic, says Crow. Yes, I believe we've already picked them up, although I will double check. And whether or not they're my cup of tea is, like, they're free. So I'm willing to sample different flavors of tea that I believe I might not like when the cost is nothing. And just to let everybody know, when we get back to base, that'll probably be where I call it. We'd put a lot of... I didn't want to end this stream without making, like, actual forwards progress of some variety. And although I could technically consider building the desalinization plant the, you know, forward progress for this stream, we did that in the first 90 seconds of the episode. It's like, let me do one other thing. And again, Fox fam, like thanks to you as well. Everybody who helped just like gently nudge in the direction of where I was supposed to be going. Jody K feels like I should go to the next place. So I really want to raid over to Mia. I feel like I've gone 45 minutes over my time. I was gonna ask, like, if I were, like, sometimes when you're close enough to the end of something, you might... God damn it, get out of here! I love that when it lets you go, it spins you back around to the direction you were facing. Like, the Leviathan is like, yeah, there. Keep on walking, brother. Okay, let's Just repair the Mia suit. Shit! Okay, that's not fun.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I think we'll have to call it there. Hopefully nothing got smashed, but I don't want to go outside and look. I'm gonna save it real quick. Harmonious Crow says, "Stop spewing your goo, you nasty monster." Yes. Hold on a second. Can I want to see what happened to the Sunlander, because this was not great. At this particular moment, like one of those triops could bump up against me and I'd die, so... Surprisingly intact, it appears. Hold on a second. Let's try to get evened out here. Yeah, no, it nudged the Sunlander aside, but everything was fine. Okay, let me get the hell out of here. Okay. I don't have the components to build a... whatever it's called. Oh, let's get this before I forget. Yeah, let me not leave this out and then forget it at the beginning of next episode. There. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna go back inside the base, and then we'll save it, and then we will raid over to Mia. Save. Okay. This was very, very good progress. So, yeah, I said it a couple times, but thank you guys very much. Next episode might be the finale of Subnautica Below Zero. If I was intending to go much longer, like, Mia is up now, like, the stream didn't keep crashing, she's not, like, giving up or anything, because, you know, we're gonna raid over to her. But yeah, other than that, next episode might be the last one, and that means that it might be the next stream that we do. Just because when you get, oops, shit, didn't mean to close completely out. Let's get our break screen up then.